Listen carefully, my beloved child, because this moment cannot wait any longer. I have been watching every breath you take, every thought you hide, every weight you carry, and now I cannot remain silent any longer, for the time has come for us to speak face to face. You have reached a place where your heart has been crying for answers, but your lips have stayed silent before the world, and yet I have heard every unspoken word and felt every hidden tear, and I tell you now with great urgency, do not dismiss this call, because I am stepping into the very center of your life to realign what has been falling apart around you. The doors you thought were permanently sealed are under my command, and while you have been questioning why things seem delayed, I have been rearranging the path before you so that when you take the next step, nothing and no one can stand in your way. I have seen how you fought battles in silence, surrounded by voices that never understood the depth of your struggle, and while they doubted your worth, I was marking your name in my book, preparing a season that belongs only to you. And now I am whispering directly to your spirit. Do not resist me this time, for this moment is sacred. This encounter is divine, and what I am about to release into your life will shake the very foundations of what once limited you. There is a shift happening in the unseen right now. Forces you cannot comprehend are being overturned. Chains you thought would never break are being shattered at my command. And I tell you again with great urgency, this is not the time to run, not the time to hide, not the time to delay, because I have waited patiently for you to open the deepest parts of your heart to me, and now the weight of my presence surrounds you like never before. I have seen you standing at the edge of surrender, afraid of what comes next, but I assure you, what I have prepared is far greater than what you are leaving behind, and the pain that has followed you like a shadow will no longer define you. For I am rewriting the story of your days with my hand, and this chapter will carry a glory you have never imagined. You think you've been forgotten, but I have been closer than your own breath, guarding you in the places you didn't even know were under attack. And every delay, every detour, every disappointment was carefully allowed only to position you exactly where you need to be for what is coming next. The people who doubted you will witness what I do through you, and those who walked away will realize that I never abandoned you for even a second. My child, this is your moment, this is your turning point, and this is your answer. Stop holding back what I've been calling you into, because the heavens are moving on your behalf, and if you take this step with me now, nothing will remain the same. Listen to me, for your breakthrough is closer than your next heartbeat, and the signs you've been praying for are being released as I speak these words over you. And though the night has felt long, the dawn is already here, carrying the fulfillment of every promise I whispered to you when you thought I was silent. Lean into me fully now, because what I am doing will not just touch your life. It will overflow into the lives around you, changing everything you thought was permanent. And this is why I had to draw you here, at this very moment, at this very hour, to tell you, my plan for you cannot be stopped, my favor over you cannot be stolen, and my love for you cannot be measured. Surrender everything you are holding back, because if you trust me now, I will open the gates you've been knocking on for so long and lead you into the place you were always destined to stand. My precious child, stay close and listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal is deeply connected to what you have been carrying in silence. The thoughts buried beneath your strongest smiles, the hidden fears you've disguised behind strength, and the weight that you never dared to confess even to yourself. I have been inside every moment where you questioned your worth, standing beside you in the shadows where no one else noticed your quiet tears, and I need you to understand this now. You were never walking alone. I have felt the storm raging in your chest, the nights where sleep refused to come, and the mornings where you wondered if anyone truly saw the real you beneath the surface. And I lead you into the place you were always destined to stand. But hear me now, because there is something deeper I must bring to your heart. Every single thought you've been hiding, every silent question you've been afraid to speak aloud, I already know them, and I am drawing them into the light. You've been carrying unspoken burdens, believing no one would understand the weight of what you've endured. But I have been within those silent battles, closer than your own breath, and I never turned away. The nights you laid awake wondering if your prayers reached anywhere, I was holding each one, gathering every word and every tear, preparing a release you cannot yet see. Nothing you felt has gone unnoticed. Nothing you faced has been ignored. and nothing you've suffered has been wasted. I am weaving all of it into something far greater than what you imagined. But my child, you cannot keep pretending to be strong when your heart is crying out to me. I want you to pour everything before me now, even the parts you think are too broken to repair. I am not shocked by your fears. I am not surprised by your doubts, and I am not angry at your weakness. I came for this very reason, to step into the depths of what you hide from everyone else and show you that there is no place too dark for my light to reach. You've been longing for clarity, waiting for answers. But the moment you fully release these hidden struggles into my hands, the breakthrough you've been searching for will begin to unfold. This is why I need you to listen without delay, because the weight of silence has been heavier than the storms around you. And until you open what's been locked away, the healing you desire cannot flow into the deepest parts of your soul. I am not asking you to figure everything out. I am asking you to trust me with the places inside you that even you've avoided touching, because I know the exact reasons behind every thought, every decision, every hesitation. And I am not here to condemn. I am here to restore. I have seen how you've been carrying expectations that others placed upon you, and I've watched the way they've made you feel unworthy, overlooked, and unseen. But I tell you now, none of those voices hold power over who you are, because I have called you mine before the foundations of the world were formed. I am breaking the weight of lies that have whispered failure into your ears, and I am writing the identity that pain tried to steal from you. This is not about what you lost. This is about what I am rebuilding within you, a strength that doesn't come from striving, a peace that doesn't depend on circumstances, a confidence rooted in knowing that you are fully seen, fully loved, and fully chosen. But for this to happen, you cannot keep silent any longer, my beloved, because I am knocking on the very doors of your heart that you've kept sealed, and I will not force my way in. I am waiting for you to let me step into those hidden places willingly. The moment you do, the heaviness you've been carrying will begin to lift. The clarity you've been praying for will come like morning light breaking through a long night, and the peace you thought was impossible will become the atmosphere around you. I have been preparing you for this very moment, a time when every mask falls away, when every wall crumbles, when every locked room inside you opens to my presence, and what I release in that space will transform everything that follows. This is why you are reading these words right now. This is why I've called you to pause in this exact moment, because I am ready to begin the work that you've been asking me for. But I need you to stop holding back. I need you to trust that what I've seen inside you has never made me turn away, and I need you to believe that my love is stronger than the deepest wounds you carry. Let me take what you've hidden, let me heal what you thought was permanent, and let me breathe life where you've only known disappointment, because everything you've been afraid to reveal is the very thing I am ready to restore completely. Because everything you've been afraid to reveal is the very thing I am ready to restore completely. But my child, hear me now. This moment carries a weight you cannot overlook. For what I am about to release into your life has been written into eternity long before you took your first breath. I have watched the seasons where you felt unseen, the moments where doors kept closing, and the hours when you questioned if anything would ever change. And I tell you now, everything is shifting beneath the surface even if your eyes cannot yet perceive it. There are alignments happening in places you cannot reach, and I have been positioning people, opportunities, and paths that will intersect perfectly with the purpose I placed inside you. You've been asking me why the timing has felt stretched, why answers seem delayed, and I whisper this truth. Nothing has been denied, but I have been holding back certain things until the environment around you matched what I prepared for you. I refuse to allow blessings to arrive in spaces that are not ready to sustain them, and this is why some doors remained closed, some relationships ended, and some situations became uncomfortable, not to harm you, but to lead you where your spirit can thrive. I know it has been hard to understand, but what feels like detours are in fact divine redirections, and everything has been moving toward a season where you will step into what has always belonged to you. I need you to trust me beyond what your eyes can see, because the shift is already unfolding, and your obedience will position you to receive what is about to be placed into your hands. There are places I am calling you that require courage greater than you have ever walked in before. But I promise you will not walk them alone, for my presence will go before you, clearing obstacles you cannot move by your own strength. This is why I've been stirring things inside you, awakening desires, and planting visions in your spirit that seem bigger than your capacity, because I am about to bring resources, connections, and divine acceleration that will make the impossible possible. Do not underestimate what I am doing in this very hour, for even now I am causing conversations to happen about your name in rooms you haven't entered yet, aligning favor where you thought there was only resistance, and setting up divine encounters that will shift the trajectory of your journey entirely. But I need your heart fully open, free from the grip of fear and hesitation, because what I am preparing cannot be received halfway. This requires your yes without conditions, your surrender without resistance, and your willingness to step where I lead even when it feels unfamiliar. I am asking you to lay down the need to control the outcome, for I am already arranging the details beyond what you could plan for yourself. I've seen the battles you've fought quietly, the weight you've carried without sharing, and the strength you've tried to hold together when everything inside you wanted to break. And I declare over you now, the pressure you've endured is producing a glory that cannot be measured. I am about to reveal why you had to walk through the fire, why certain prayers seemed unanswered, and why some seasons felt longer than expected, because what I am unlocking next will require the strength forged in those hidden moments. My child, this is not simply a change of circumstances. This is a complete transformation of your path, your relationships, and even your understanding of who I've called you to be. I am removing what drains your spirit, replacing confusion with clarity, and setting before you opportunities that will make sense only when you look back and see how I aligned everything perfectly. What's coming carries weight and influence far greater than where you are right now, but it also carries responsibility, which is why I am shaping your heart, refining your intentions, and anchoring you in my presence so you can stand firm when it arrives. Do not let impatience rob you of what is being prepared, because when my timing collides with your faith, you will see doors open that no one can shut and breakthroughs happen where everyone said it was impossible. This moment is sacred, and I am inviting you deeper, deeper into my plans, deeper into my promises, deeper into the fullness of what hath been waiting for you all along. Into the fullness of what had been waiting for you all along. And now, my beloved, lean closer, for there is something I must unveil in this moment. The paths before you are shifting quickly, and the choices you make now will unlock doors you have been longing for without fully realizing it. I have been arranging divine alignments that require your readiness, and though your surroundings may not yet reflect it, breakthroughs are already forming beneath the surface. Unseen movements are happening in realms beyond your sight, where I am orchestrating details so delicate and precise that one wrong step would have delayed what is about to unfold. But I have ensured nothing can interfere with what I have ordained. This is why I have been calling you into deeper stillness, to quiet the distractions that compete for your focus, because where I am taking you requires discernment sharper than ever before. My voice is speaking softly even now, pulling you into a place where you will sense clarity that others cannot comprehend, and the strategies I reveal in this sacred space will prepare you for encounters that are waiting ahead. There are doors that will only respond to your faith, not your strength, and I am calling you to step into this next season without relying on what once sustained you. The way forward will not be built on your past patterns but on my divine instruction, one step at a time, led by my spirit, aligned with my timing, and secured by my presence. Do not be afraid of how unfamiliar the terrain may seem, for where you are headed is not meant to look like where you have been. And though this transition may feel unsettling, it is the very thing that will lead you into the promises prepared for you since before time began. I am raising your perspective higher, removing the limitations that surrounded your thinking, because what I have placed within you cannot stay confined by small expectations. It was never meant to remain hidden, and I will not allow fear, doubt, or past wounds to silence what I have called forth from you. There are divine appointments already positioned on your path, and I am stirring the hearts of people you have yet to meet, aligning them to assist in carrying out the plans I have designed specifically for you. The gifts I have placed within you are awakening in new dimensions, and though it feels unfamiliar now, soon you will recognize that I have been preparing you for this moment all along. The resistance you faced has been an indicator of the weight your calling carries, for the opposition intensifies when destiny draws closer. And beloved, you are closer than you realize. Do not measure your progress by what you see in the natural, because the unseen work happening around you far exceeds anything your senses can grasp. I am causing the right opportunities to rise at the appointed time and removing every counterfeit connection that would have pulled you off course. Though some paths are closing, do not mourn what is leaving, for I am leading you into something better, something higher, something beyond your imagination. There is a positioning taking place even now, as I shift you from where you were comfortable into the places where my glory will be revealed through you. And this adjustment may feel heavy, but I promise it carries a reward beyond comparison. Hold fast to my words, for they will anchor you when uncertainties arise, and trust the stirring in your spirit, for it is the confirmation of my hand upon your life. I have already gone before you, preparing every step, opening the right gates, and softening the hearts of those assigned to help carry out the vision. Your role is not to force anything but to stay aligned with me, to listen, to move when I nudge, and to rest when I say wait, because obedience is the key to unlocking what has been delayed. My child, the season ahead requires boldness like never before, yet it will also bring peace you've longed for. As my favor surrounds you, and my power works through you, this is not random, it is intentional. And if you keep walking with me, you will watch impossibilities turn into testimonies before your very eyes. Turn into testimony before your very eyes. And now, my beloved, lean into these words because this moment carries a revelation you've been seeking without realizing it. The very sign you've been asking for is unfolding right now through this message, and I need your heart fully awake to receive what I am placing before you. Every time you questioned whether I was truly guiding you, I was orchestrating events that seem disconnected but are about to converge in a way that will leave you in awe. I have seen the silent cries when you thought your prayers were lost in the wind, yet I have collected every single one, holding them close until the appointed time, and that time is here. Nothing has slipped through my hands, not the smallest detail, not the hidden sacrifices no one else noticed, and not the wounds that shaped your path. Everything has been accounted for in the design I created for you before this world began. The situations that confused you, the doors that stayed closed despite your effort, and the relationships that faded unexpectedly were never random. They were part of a strategy that positioned you for this very season. I need you to understand this deeply now. Nothing has been wasted. The very pieces you thought were broken beyond repair are the same pieces I am using to build the foundation for what is next. I have been placing markers along your journey, whispers of my direction that you sometimes doubted. But here you are standing at the threshold of something extraordinary, and I am telling you this so you do not miss the importance of this hour. The shifts happening around you are accelerating because my purpose cannot remain hidden any longer. And the reason the pressure has increased is because you are closer to breakthrough than you have ever been. I am aligning opportunities you didn't see coming, opening spaces you never imagined possible, and preparing connections you didn't know you needed. And all of it is being released in precise timing. There are moments where it will feel like everything around you is stretching, but understand this stretching is making room for the magnitude of what I am about to pour into your life. My beloved, the weight of my plans cannot be carried in old containers, which is why I've been reshaping your capacity, removing what no longer serves where you are going, and strengthening the areas you thought were weak. I have seen the questions in your heart, the hesitations, the second-guessing, and I want you to know there has never been a moment where I was distant from you. Every thought, every breath, every decision has been covered by my hand. And now, I am giving you clarity where confusion once lived, certainty where doubt tried to take root, and courage where fear attempted to keep you bound. You have wondered if you are ready, but I say to you now, it was never about being fully prepared. It was about trusting the one who leads you. I have been arranging people who will speak life into you, surrounding you with support that reflects my heart, and removing those who were never meant to walk with you into this next chapter. Do not mourn what has fallen away, for what I am bringing carries a greater purpose than you can yet comprehend. You've been asking me for a sign, and this moment is my answer. My spirit is stirring within you even now, confirming that you are on the edge of something significant. Step forward boldly, for I am walking ahead of you, leveling every mountain, filling every valley, and ensuring that no force will succeed in standing against what I have established for you. This is not coincidence, my child. You are reading this because heaven has been preparing you for what is about to come, and I promise you this: nothing and no one can delay what I have ordained. Stay close to my heart, listen carefully, and be willing to move when I prompt you, for the alignment happening now is bigger than anything you've dared to dream, and it is unfolding faster than you realize. My beloved, listen closely now, for the doors I have prepared for you are approaching alignment, and the decisions you make in this moment carry eternal weight. There are opportunities forming in realms you cannot yet see, assignments being arranged that will lead you into places you never imagined yourself stepping into, and I need you to remain sensitive to my guidance, for timing in this season is critical. Everything surrounding you is being repositioned to serve a greater purpose, and what once seemed uncertain will soon become undeniably clear as my hand makes the way before you. The shifts you are experiencing are not random disruptions. They are signs that I am pulling you out of cycles that no longer fit where I am taking you. I am dismantling limitations you didn't even know existed, removing invisible barriers, and breaking patterns that tried to hold you back from stepping into your inheritance. I have been preparing you for this transition long before you even understood what was happening, and now the alignment of my will and your calling is reaching its appointed moment. There will be people you encounter who carry pieces of the path I have designed, divine connections that will confirm what I have been whispering to you in the secret place, and their arrival will bring clarity where confusion once clouded your judgment. You have asked me for signs, and I have been sending them, not in ways you expected, but in subtle confirmations designed to test your attentiveness to my voice. Do not dismiss the gentle nudges I place within your spirit. They are signals guiding you step by step into the unfolding of what has been prepared for you. My child, what lies ahead will require bold faith, for I am positioning you to step beyond familiar patterns into territories that demand your trust like never before. You cannot rely on what worked in past seasons because the doors opening now are of a different nature, requiring fresh obedience and deeper surrender. I am stripping away distractions that once consumed your energy, narrowing your focus so that nothing pulls you away from the assignment I am placing in your hands. Even now, while you are reading these words, unseen forces are moving on your behalf. Conversations are happening in rooms where your name is being spoken, resources are aligning, and situations are shifting quietly to prepare the way forward. The resistance you've encountered recently is not a sign of failure but evidence of transition, for the enemy has fought hardest against what carries the greatest impact, and your breakthrough is tied to this very moment. I am giving you strength you did not know you possessed, endurance beyond your natural capacity, and wisdom that will astonish those around you. You will begin to recognize opportunities disguised as challenges, and doors will open in unexpected places, confirming that I have gone ahead of you to prepare the path. Do not compare where you are to where others stand, for your process has been uniquely designed, and what I am doing and you cannot be measured against anyone else's journey. I have chosen you for this specific calling, and the uniqueness of your preparation is evidence of the weight of your purpose. Hold tightly to my promises, for they are the anchor that will steady you when uncertainties arise, and trust that I have already secured the outcome even when the path feels unclear. My presence will lead you step by step, and every time you choose faith over fear, you are unlocking dimensions of favor you have not yet experienced. Remain steadfast, remain sensitive, and remain surrendered, for I am placing before you opportunities that will alter the trajectory of your life, and I need you to be ready to move when I say the word. What is coming carries blessing so profound that it will silence every doubt you've wrestled with, proving once and for all that I have been working on your behalf in ways beyond your understanding. Keep walking forward, keep listening closely, and keep your heart fully aligned with me, for I am about to reveal pieces of your destiny that will make everything you've endured finally make sense. And now, my precious one, understand this carefully. Some people, situations, and opportunities are being removed from your path, not as punishment, but as protection. There are influences surrounding you that were quietly steering you away from where I am taking you, and my love for you will not allow anything or anyone to sabotage what I have planned. I know you have wondered why certain relationships suddenly changed, why some doors that once seemed secure unexpectedly closed, and why the places you once relied on no longer feel the same. My hand has been in every shift, removing what would have hindered your progress and clearing the way for what carries eternal value. You may not see it now, but every separation carries purpose, for there are conversations you were never meant to hear, plans you were never meant to join, and burdens you were never meant to carry. I am cutting ties with assignments sent to drain your energy and silence your voice. And while it may feel uncomfortable, you will soon recognize how these changes make space for greater blessings to flow. Trust me when I take things out of your reach, because what is leaving was never designed to remain in your future. I've seen the thoughts that keep you awake, questioning if you made mistakes or missed opportunities, but I want you to release those worries into my hands. Nothing that belongs to you will ever pass you by. I am guarding the path ahead so that only what aligns with my perfect will can enter. And this is why I am asking you to let go of what you cannot control. Stop clinging to the familiar out of fear, for I am calling you into a season where unfamiliar spaces will reveal my greatest works. I am preparing divine connections, people whose hearts are aligned with mine, who will walk beside you with the same purpose and passion I have placed within you. These are individuals assigned to build, not break, to strengthen, not weaken, and to encourage when the weight feels too heavy to bear. Remain open, for I will send helpers in unexpected ways, voices that will confirm what I've whispered to your spirit, resources that will appear when you need them most, and opportunities that will unlock doors you thought were sealed permanently. I am bringing alignment in every area of your life, placing you in the company of those who carry the capacity to walk where I am leading you. My child, do not be surprised when certain environments no longer feel like home, for I am drawing you into new territories that require a different atmosphere, and holding on to what is fading will only delay what is meant to come. I know change feels heavy, but the weight you sense is evidence of growth. I am stretching you beyond the limits you once set for yourself, because what I am building through you cannot remain confined within small spaces. Release the need to understand everything at once and trust that my hand is guiding each step even when it feels uncertain. You are entering a season where alignment will happen suddenly. One moment you will question how it will all come together, and the next you will watch pieces fall perfectly into place without your effort, because I have already gone ahead and prepared the way. I need you to rest in the assurance that my plan is greater than anything you could design for yourself, and though some losses may sting now, what I am bringing carries a joy that far outweighs the temporary pain. Listen carefully, beloved. The shift taking place around you is not to harm you, but to position you, for I am elevating you into spaces where your voice, your gifts, and your calling will shine as I intended. Stay close to me. Do not fight what I am removing, and remain expected, for what is unfolding is beyond anything you have prayed for. For what is unfolding is beyond anything you have prayed for. My beloved, hear me now. I have watched the storms raging within you, the silent battles you've carried without telling anyone, and tonight I need you to understand something deeply. I have been with you in every moment, holding you when you felt abandoned, protecting you when danger surrounded you, and speaking to your heart even when you could not hear my voice. I have seen the weight of expectations you've placed upon yourself, the pressures you've endured, and the pain you've learned to hide behind a brave face, and I want you to release it all to me now. You don't need to keep pretending to be stronger than you feel, for my strength is made perfect in your weakness, and my power is revealed when you allow me to carry what you cannot. The things you've been wrestling with internally, the doubts you haven't spoken, and the fears you've buried deep inside, I am touching those exact places in this very moment. There is no wound too hidden for my healing, no scar too deep for my restoration, and no weight too heavy for my hands. You've been carrying more than I ever intended for you to hold, and this is why your spirit has felt so tired. But tonight I am lifting the burdens you've tried to manage alone, and replacing them with a peace that does not come from understanding but from my presence. The silence you thought meant abandonment was actually preparation, for I have been working in hidden spaces, ranging breakthroughs you could not yet see. Every closed door, every delayed answer, and every detour has been shaping you for what is approaching quickly. I know you've asked me why the process has taken so long, why others seem to move ahead while you remain waiting, but I tell you now, nothing has been delayed. Everything has been aligned. Your journey is uniquely designed, and where I am taking you cannot be compared to anyone else's path. I am healing places inside you that have been wounded for years, breaking chains you thought were permanent, and rewriting narratives that told you you were unworthy, unseen, or unloved. The lies spoken over you, the doubts planted by others, and the fears whispered in the quiet of your nights, none of them carry authority over who you are, because my word has declared a different story for you, one filled with hope, redemption, and divine restoration. You've been longing for change, and I tell you, the change you desire begins now, within you, as I breathe new life into places you thought were finished. The heaviness you felt lifting in this moment is not your imagination. It is my spirit removing the weight that was never meant to remain. Trust what I am stirring inside you, for it is the confirmation that I am near, working and preparing the way forward, my child. I am calling you to step out of survival and step into fullness, to stop living from the fragments of what was lost and embrace the abundance of what is being given. There are blessings waiting that you haven't even prayed for yet, opportunities you haven't imagined, and answers that will come without striving, simply because I have chosen this time to move on your behalf. You will see restoration in areas you thought were beyond repair, reconciliation where relationships were broken, and provision where there once was lack. I am not just rearranging circumstances around you. I am transforming you from the inside out so that you can carry the weight of what I am releasing next. Let go of the disappointment, surrender the pain, and allow me to fill the empty spaces with my presence, for where you have felt overlooked, I have been watching closely. Where you have been misunderstood, I have been writing truth over your identity, and where you have been rejected, I am placing you in the center of my favor. Nothing and no one can stop what I have ordained, and the season ahead will confirm that my plans have always been for your good, to give you a hope and a future. Stay close to me, my beloved, for I am doing more than you have asked, more than you have dreamed, and more than you have dared to believe. More than you have dared to believe. And now, my beloved, listen closely. Those delays you faced, the waiting seasons that felt endless, and the unanswered prayers that weighed heavily on your heart were never signs of abandonment. They were necessary alignments, carefully woven into a greater design that has been unfolding since the beginning. I know there were moments where you questioned whether I had forgotten you, where silence felt louder than my promises, but I have been moving beneath the surface, preparing the exact moment where everything shifts. What you could not see is that I was protecting you from places not meant for your destiny, redirecting you away from paths that looked promising but would have led to unnecessary pain, and preserving opportunities that required the right timing to flourish. Every step, every pause, and every detour has carried divine intention, and nothing in your journey has been wasted. I have used the very seasons of waiting to strengthen what is within you, to build endurance where doubt once lived, and to deepen your capacity to receive what I have planned next. My timing has not failed you. It has positioned you, and this moment marks the beginning of doors opening that no one will be able to shut. The promises you've been holding onto are drawing closer, and what seemed locked away is about to be released with acceleration beyond your understanding. The prayers you whispered when you felt unseen have been gathered in my hands, and not a single word has been lost. I have been crafting answers far greater than what you imagined. I allowed certain delays because I was protecting the magnitude of the blessings attached to your name, blessings so significant that they required the right atmosphere, the right people, and the right season. The frustrations you felt were never punishment. They were preservation, keeping you aligned with the pathway I ordained before you even knew to ask. You will soon see how every closed opportunity was replaced by something immeasurably better, how every slow moment was preparing you for rapid acceleration, and how every tear carried seeds of promise now ready to bloom. My beloved, do not allow impatience to convince you that I have been silent, for I have been orchestrating outcomes behind the veil, connecting details that will now converge suddenly. The waiting was never wasted, and the reward will be greater than the pain endured. The time of preparation is giving way to a season of manifestation, and what has been hidden for so long is about to emerge in your life like the dawn after the longest night. The breakthroughs forming now are unlike anything you've known before, and they are arriving not through striving, but through alignment with my will. I am calling you to step forward with bold confidence, leaving behind the fear that once held you captive, for what is approaching requires your full trust in me. Even now, while you are receiving these words, there are assignments shifting in your favor. resources moving into place, and conversations happening in places you have not yet walked into. This is the orchestration of heaven preparing you to stand where you were always meant to be. What once felt out of reach will suddenly become attainable, not because circumstances changed on their own, but because I have set things into motion that cannot be stopped. Believe me when I say, the waiting was worth it, and the fulfillment will come swiftly, without striving, without force, and without fear. Your faith during the quiet seasons has unlocked access to promises prepared long before you knew how to ask, and I will cause the timing of everything to make sense in ways that will leave you amazed. Stay positioned, stay ready, and stay close to my heart, for the shift has already begun, and you will soon step into what you've been prepared to carry. You will soon step into what you've been prepared to carry. But listen carefully now, my beloved, because I have seen how weary your soul has become while walking through these seasons where everything around you seemed uncertain. I know the moments when you pushed forward despite exhaustion, when you smiled while silently breaking inside, and when you chose faith even though fear was whispering louder than hope. Every hidden struggle, every unspoken thought, and every silent cry has been seen, and I am telling you now, I have been holding you closer than you've realized, sustaining you when you thought you were standing on your own strength. The heaviness you felt was never meant to stay with you, and tonight I am releasing waves of refreshing over your spirit, breathing life back into the places that have been drained by endless battles. You have carried so much for so long that you've forgotten how to rest fully in me, but I am inviting you now into a deeper place of renewal, where your heart will find the calm you've been searching for and your mind will be freed from the constant noise that has tried to consume your peace. I am surrounding you with my presence in this very moment, lifting the weight of past disappointments and replacing them with assurance of what I am preparing ahead. There are victories forming even now, victories you cannot yet see, victories hidden beneath layers of situations that looked impossible but are shifting in your favor. I have been working in places your eyes cannot reach, setting things into motion that will surprise even you, and soon you will witness answers unfolding quicker than you imagined. I know it has been difficult to keep believing when everything seems still, but the stillness was never emptiness. It was positioning, it was strengthening, it was preparing you for this release. The endurance you built during the quiet has unlocked access to blessings that are now aligning perfectly with my plan for you. I am sending provision where lack once existed, clarity where confusion tried to dwell, and strength where weakness sought to overwhelm you. The battles that drained you are coming to an end, and what once felt like a constant uphill climb will shift into a season where momentum carries you forward with grace. But, my child, I need you to recognize this. What is ahead requires that you let go of the idea that you must fight every battle on your own. I am placing people, opportunities, and resources around you that will become extensions of my hand, carrying you where you could not reach by yourself. There will be new doors opening suddenly, doors others assumed would remain closed forever, but you will walk through because I have declared them open. I am positioning you where favor will meet preparation, where everything you've endured will become fuel for the assignments waiting ahead. This is why I've been reshaping your heart in silence, refining your perspective, and renewing your faith, because the responsibilities connected to the next season require a deeper level of trust. Do not be afraid of what is shifting or uncertain, for uncertainty is only the beginning of transformation. You are stepping into a time where prayers will be answered swiftly, where hidden desires will come alive, and where my promises will manifest tangibly before your eyes. Stay anchored in my presence, for it is here you will discern what others cannot, hear what others miss, and move in ways no one else expects. I am breathing new energy into your vision, awakening hope where it has felt distant, and calling you into territories where your faith will flourish. This is not the ending of your story, but the unfolding of a greater chapter, one that will carry restoration where there was loss, joy where there was heaviness, and clarity where there was uncertainty. Trust me now, my beloved, because I am not only leading you out of what once bound you, I am carrying you into the fullness of everything I have promised, and soon the very areas where you felt weakest will become testimonies of my strength working through you. Will become testimonies of my strength working through you. But now, my beloved, I need you to hear this deeply. There is something you've been holding on to tightly, something buried so deep inside your heart that you've been afraid to release it. yet it is the very thing keeping you from stepping fully into what I have prepared. You have convinced yourself that letting go means losing control, but I want you to understand that surrender does not take from you. It multiplies what I can do in your life. I have watched you carry burdens that were never meant for your hands, responsibilities that weighed you down until your spirit grew weary, and tonight I am asking you to place them entirely into mine. You cannot step into the fullness of your calling while still holding fragments of what broke you, for the space I want to fill cannot be occupied by what once wounded you. I know you struggled with trusting again because of past disappointments, but I promise you this: nothing surrendered to me is ever lost. It is transformed. I will take the pain you've endured and turn it into wisdom. I will take the moments of rejection and use them to prepare a seat of honor for you. And I will take the seasons where you felt invisible and use them to showcase my glory in ways you never imagined. My beloved, release the bitterness, release the questions, release the guilt, and release the need to understand everything right now, for my ways are higher than yours, and what I am shaping is far greater than what your mind can comprehend. I see the fear that whispers, "What if things don't work out?" But I also see the potential within you to walk boldly into promises far beyond your imagination. Do not allow the wounds of yesterday to dictate the choices you make today, for I am making all things new, even in the places where hope once faded. Trust the process even when the process feels unclear, for hidden within your surrender is the doorway to supernatural acceleration. There are opportunities waiting for the moment you open your hands and allow me to guide them. Blessings stored up that cannot be unlocked until you release what you've been clinging to so tightly. Your heart has grown tired of carrying what I've been asking you to give me, and this is why the weight feels heavier than before. It is a sign that it was never yours to hold. My child, I long to trade your uncertainty for clarity, your sorrow for joy, and your anxiety for peace. But I cannot pour new wine into vessels still filled with yesterday's burdens. Let me reshape your perspective, for what looks like loss is actually preparation for what is about to overflow. I am calling you into deeper trust, a trust that goes beyond what you can see or predict, because what I am arranging does not rely on your ability to control outcomes. I am orchestrating divine exchanges in your life, ashes for beauty, heaviness for gladness, and weakness for strength. But they begin with your willingness to lay everything down at my feet. Do not fear release, my beloved. For the moment you surrender, you position yourself for encounters you would have missed otherwise. I will guide your steps, open the correct paths, and protect you from detours designed to delay your progress. I am sending signs even now, confirmations that will remind you that my hand is upon you, that I am leading you carefully into alignment with my promises. This is the moment where you must decide. Will you keep holding on to what hurts, or will you place it all in my hands and make room for the life I've destined for you? The door before you cannot be unlocked by striving. It responds to faith, and your faith is activated when you let go. I am right here, closer than the very breath you breathe, inviting you to release everything into my care, because only then will you see how much greater my plans are than anything you've been holding on to. How much greater my plans are than anything you've been holding on to. My beloved, listen closely. Your name has already been spoken in places you have never stepped into, and preparations are being made right now in realms unseen. I am aligning circumstances, hearts, and opportunities in ways beyond your understanding, and even while you feel hidden, heaven has been arranging your unveiling. There are assignments waiting for you that require no striving, for I have already secured your access, and doors that once seemed impenetrable will now open before you effortlessly because I have declared it so. You have been wondering when the right moment would come, doubting whether the vision I placed within you would ever unfold, but I tell you now, the season of waiting is drawing to an end, and acceleration is beginning. What seemed delayed was not denial, it was divine timing, for every step I have orchestrated carries purpose too great to be rushed. My favor has been going ahead of you, placing your name before decision makers, softening hearts you have not met, and preparing the path you are about to walk. Where others saw obstacles, I have been clearing the unseen barriers that once stood against you, and you are entering a season where the hidden becomes visible and the impossible becomes reality. Do not underestimate what I am about to release into your life. It is bigger than anything you have prayed for, exceeding your imagination and surpassing the limits you once believed existed. The work I am doing now is not small or partial. It is complete, and it will testify of my goodness to all who doubted you. I have already placed within you every gift, every resource, and every divine connection needed to fulfill the calling over your life, and soon you will witness the manifestation of what I have been preparing in silence. There are territories that will open up because your name carries my mark, and influence will be extended not for your recognition but for my purpose to flow through you. The favors surrounding you will bring invitations that surprise even those who once overlooked you, and those who dismissed your value will stand in awe as they see the evidence of what I have promised unfold right before them. My beloved, there are conversations happening about you in places you never imagined, and people are being positioned to advocate for you without you even knowing their names. I have been arranging divine alignments, weaving together the smallest details into a tapestry so intricate that when it is revealed, you will understand why every delay, every no, and every redirection was necessary. Even now, as you read this, I am shifting atmospheres around you, removing resistance, and placing favor upon the path ahead. Your obedience in the quiet places has activated the release of blessings stored up for this appointed time. But I need you to be ready, ready to move when I speak, ready to step when I open the door, ready to trust when the path feels unfamiliar. Hesitation will only hold you back, but faith will accelerate you into territories where my plans are already in motion. Do not fear the unknown, for I have walked ahead of you, preparing rooms you have not entered and securing victories before you even arrive. Every promise I have spoken over your life is still alive, and no power can revoke what I have established. Lift your eyes, my beloved, for I am setting you in places where your light will shine brighter than ever before, not by your strength, but by the authority of my hand upon you. Walk boldly into what I am releasing, for it has been prepared since the beginning, and nothing can keep you from what has been appointed for you. And nothing can keep you from what has been appointed for you. My beloved, listen carefully. I have positioned you in this exact moment because there is something greater unfolding that you cannot yet see. Every path, every intersection, every delay, and every redirection has brought you here, and nothing has been accidental. The vision you once carried quietly in your heart, the longing you thought was forgotten, and the promise you nearly gave up on are now entering their season of fulfillment. You may not realize it, but heaven has been aligning resources and creating divine setups that will place you exactly where I need you to be for what is coming next. There are opportunities arriving that no one can block, assignments waiting for your yes, and blessings being unlocked simply because you have remained steadfast even when the process stretched longer than you expected. I know there were times when discouragement tried to whisper that you were overlooked, when weariness tempted you to stop believing, but I never stopped working on your behalf. I have been shaping your spirit in silence, teaching you endurance through the quiet, and preparing you to carry the weight of influence and purpose that comes with what I am releasing. There are spaces opening that others believed were beyond your reach, yet I have already secured your entry. For what I have chosen for you cannot be taken by another. The promises I've written over your life are permanent, sealed by my authority, and every force that tried to delay you has already been defeated. I am moving swiftly now, placing you in alignment with people who carry pieces of the path I've designed, individuals positioned to build with you, speak life over you, and walk alongside you into the assignments ahead. These divine partnerships will not arrive by chance. I've hand-selected them to complement what I've placed within you, and together they will help you accomplish what once seemed impossible. You will begin to see unexpected confirmations, small signs in ordinary moments, revealing that I have gone before you. My beloved, the season of being hidden is coming to an end, and I am drawing you into visibility, not for your recognition but for my glory to shine through you. There are ideas within you that I planted long ago, and now I am breathing life into them, awakening strategies and unlocking creativity that will lead you into places you never dreamed of stepping into. Your name is being spoken even now in spaces where decisions are being made, and I am causing hearts to favor you without explanation. Doors that remained locked for years will swing open suddenly, and when they do, you will understand why I kept you waiting, because the timing had to be perfect for what I've prepared. Do not question your readiness, for I have equipped you with everything needed to fulfill this calling. Every season of testing, every battle fought in silence, and every moment you kept faith when nothing seemed to change has positioned you for what is being released. You are stepping into divine acceleration, where things that once took years will now happen in moments, and the shift you've been praying for is already unfolding. Remain sensitive to my leading, for I will guide you step by step, giving instructions at the precise time they are needed. Trust the stirring within you, for it is my spirit confirming that greater things are ahead. My child, this is the moment to rise, to embrace the authority I have given you, and to walk confidently into the places I have prepared. The same voices that questioned you will witness the evidence of my hand upon your life, and what I am about to do through you will silence every doubt. Keep your heart anchored in me, and I will take you further than your ability, your resources, or your connections could ever carry you. For what is unfolding now has been written long before you were born, and no opposition, no delay, and no circumstance can prevent its fulfillment. And no opposition, no delay, and no circumstance can prevent its fulfillment. My beloved, hear me now. Do not allow the voices around you to define your value or determine your direction, for the plans I have set before you are not dependent on human approval or understanding. I have marked your journey with purpose that cannot be erased by opinions, criticism, or doubt, and I need you to stand firm in the identity I have spoken over you. There have been moments when you questioned your worth because of how others treated you, when rejection cut deeply, and when silence from people you trusted left wounds unspoken. But I have been healing those places, reminding you that your significance is rooted in my calling, not in their perception. The opinions of man cannot rewrite the promises I have spoken over your life, and what I have ordained for you cannot be altered by those who fail to see the fullness of what I placed inside you. There is favor resting upon you now, a favor that bypasses earthly systems and breaks through limitations imposed by circumstances and people alike. You will witness situations shift in your favor unexpectedly, where doors previously locked by resistance will open without effort, and where the very ones who doubted you will watch in awe as I elevate you into positions they thought were out of reach. I have placed within you gifts designed to impact lives beyond your imagination, and this season, I am awakening boldness to use them fully. No longer will fear silence what I created you to release. Your voice carries weight, your presence carries purpose, and your obedience carries power. I am calling you higher, into spaces where influence expands, where your light will reach hearts you never thought possible, and where your story will inspire others to find me. Do not compare your path to anyone else's, for what I am doing in you is uniquely tailored, and the journey I have designed cannot be measured against the progress of another. Comparisons will only distract you from seeing the miracles happening right before you. So keep your gaze fixed on me, for I alone hold the blueprint of your destiny. My beloved, I know you faced moments of misunderstanding, where intentions were questioned and motives misjudged. But even in those times, I have defended you silently. The season is coming where I will vindicate you openly, where those who misread your heart will see the truth revealed without you needing to prove anything. Hold your peace, for I am fighting battles you cannot see, and every word spoken against you will fall powerless while my plans for you rise unstoppable. I am positioning you where influence and integrity will meet, where your faithfulness in hidden places will bear fruit publicly, and where your trust in me will be the foundation of every breakthrough. Do not be moved by delays, for timing is shifting in your favor, aligning people, opportunities, and resources in ways you cannot orchestrate on your own. There are moments ahead where favor will meet preparation, where the seeds of faith you planted long ago will produce harvests beyond anything you prayed for. Expect unexpected invitations, divine connections, and supernatural alignments, for I have gone ahead of you, setting things in order so that nothing will hinder what I have promised. Stay anchored in my presence, remain sensitive to my whisper, and guard your heart against distractions designed to pull you away from the vision I placed within you. Soon you will stand in places where testimonies surround you, where what seemed impossible becomes reality, and where my glory shines through your life in undeniable ways. Take courage now, for I am strengthening your spirit, increasing your capacity, and preparing you to carry the weight of what I am releasing next. This is your time to step boldly forward, walking with confidence not in your ability but in mine. For I have already secured victory on your behalf, and no force can stop what I have destined to unfold. and no force can stop what I have destined to unfold. My beloved, listen closely. I know there were moments when you thought I was silent, moments where you questioned whether I heard your prayers, but I tell you now, I have been working in depths beyond what your eyes can perceive. My silence has never been absence. It has been strategy, carefully aligning situations, relationships, and opportunities in ways you could not imagine. Every unanswered question, every lingering doubt, and every sleepless night has not gone unnoticed. I have collected them all and used them to prepare you for what is arriving. While you wondered if I had forgotten you, I was orchestrating victories behind the scenes, arranging details so precisely that when they are revealed, you will see how nothing was wasted. There are answers coming that will exceed your expectations, breakthroughs forming that will defy limitations, and blessings unfolding that cannot be contained by what you thought possible. You have endured seasons where it seemed like progress slowed, but those pauses were refining you, sharpening your spirit, and strengthening your capacity to carry what I am entrusting to you next. I have been shaping your heart quietly, removing what no longer belongs, and creating space for what holds eternal value. This preparation was necessary, for the weight of what is coming could not rest upon foundations still tied to yesterday. My beloved, trust that every closed door carried protection, every delay carried purpose, and every redirection carried my love. Now, I am calling you into a season of divine unveiling, where what was hidden will be revealed and where what once felt out of reach will come within your grasp. Opportunities will rise suddenly, not by chance but by my design, and they will lead you into places where your influence expands beyond what you imagined possible. I have already spoken your name into conversations where decisions are being made, and favor is aligning in ways that will surprise even you. You are stepping into divine acceleration, where things that were stagnant will shift rapidly and where long-standing prayers will find their answers in unexpected ways. But my child, I need your focus more than ever. Distractions are designed to keep you from recognizing the openings I am placing before you. Lean into my presence, for here you will find clarity when confusion tries to settle, strength when weariness comes, and peace when storms surround you. I am breathing fresh vision into you, reviving dreams you thought had faded, and awakening passions that once felt distant. There are new strategies being placed within your spirit, ideas that will open paths no one around you has walked before, and doors that no one else will have access to but you, for I have uniquely prepared them for your hands. Do not fear the magnitude of what I am releasing, for where I guide, I also provide, and I will supply every resource, connection, and wisdom required to sustain it. People who once overlooked you will watch as I lift you into visibility, and even those who misunderstood your journey will witness my favor resting upon you. This is not about proving them wrong. It is about proving my promises right. I am establishing you in places where your presence carries purpose, where your influence brings transformation, and where the light within you draws others closer to me. Stay sensitive to my leading, for I will prompt you in ways that may seem unfamiliar. Yet each nudge carries divine instruction. Trust my timing, even when the unfolding feels slower than your desires, for I know precisely when to release what I have stored up for you. My beloved, lift your eyes now, for the season of hiddenness is giving way to revelation, and what has been quietly prepared is about to manifest openly. You will not need to strive, you will not need to force, and you will not need to fight to receive what I have promised. I have already secured it. Simply walk forward with boldness, holding tightly to my hand, and watch as I transform impossibilities into testimonies before your very eyes. Before your very eyes. My beloved, listen carefully now. Every trial you endured, every valley you walked through, and every tear you shed was never wasted. I have been using what once felt like pain to forge strength within you, preparing you for moments far greater than what you've seen so far. There is nothing accidental about your journey. Each setback carried hidden wisdom, each disappointment shaped deeper resilience, and every unseen battle has built endurance within your spirit. You thought those seasons were meant to break you, but in truth, they were building the capacity required for what I am about to release. I have been molding you in quiet places, shaping character when no one was watching, and refining your heart to carry influence without losing the humility I placed within you. I know you've questioned why the challenges seemed heavier than what others faced. but the weight of your preparation matches the magnitude of your calling. You are being entrusted with assignments that impact more lives than you realize, and the strength required for that could only come through what I allowed you to walk through. The trials were never punishment. They were preparation, ensuring that when I elevate you, you will stand firmly rooted, unshaken by storms, distractions, or opposition. My beloved, understand this. What once felt like defeat was actually the planting of seeds that are now ready to bloom. The tears you thought went unnoticed watered the ground where breakthroughs are now rising. Even now, there are shifts happening in the unseen, alignments unfolding beyond your awareness, and doors being prepared to open because you endured when walking away felt easier. Your faithfulness in hidden moments has activated blessings that could not come any other way, and I am rewarding the perseverance you showed when no one else understood your struggles, where others gave up. You pressed forward, where fear whispered. You still chose faith, and now, I am bringing restoration in places where you thought the damage was permanent. Relationships that crumbled will be healed in ways that display my glory. Provisions you thought were lost will reappear multiplied, and peace you once believed was gone forever will overflow in measures beyond your comprehension. I am replacing ashes with beauty, sorrow with laughter, and brokenness with strength that inspires those around you. Do not hold on to regrets from the past, for I have turned even your mistakes into stepping stones leading you into what I designed long ago. The plans I have for you are unshaken by detours, untouched by failures, and unaffected by the opinions of others. My purpose remains intact, and my favor over your life is unchanging. I have seen the silent sacrifices, the times you chose integrity when compromise seemed easier, and the moments you poured out love when you received none in return. None of it has been forgotten, and I am bringing honor where dishonor once tried to speak over you. There are divine turnarounds prepared, moments where everything will shift in an instant, revealing the reward of your endurance. I am not just restoring what was lost. I am exceeding it, pouring out blessings that will cause you to look back and understand why I asked you to wait. What is ahead carries new responsibilities, deeper influence, and greater impact. But I have already equipped you to handle it. Lean into my presence daily, for here you will find clarity when confusion rises and strength when challenges surface. I will continue to lead you step by step, giving instructions precisely when needed, and aligning you with the right people at the right time, my beloved. The evidence of my hand is about to surround you. The same places that brought pain will become altars of victory, and the very chapters where you thought you failed will testify of my redemption. Take courage, for the shift has begun, and nothing will stop what I have set in motion. And nothing will stop what I have set in motion. My beloved, hear me now. There are blessings positioned in your future that require no striving, for I have already prepared the way. The very places where you once experienced resistance will now become avenues of unexpected favor, and the doors that once refused to open will respond instantly because my hand has declared them unlocked. I've seen the quiet persistence in your heart, the moments you chose hope when everything around you pointed toward despair, and I am releasing rewards that reflect the faith you carried when there was no visible reason to believe. The season of drought is ending, and you are stepping into a time where provision will flow from sources you never anticipated. I am surrounding you with divine connections, people carrying assignments linked to your calling, and they will walk alongside you to build what I have placed within you. These relationships will not drain you or diminish you, but strengthen you, elevate you, and align perfectly with the path I've prepared, my beloved. The days ahead will carry rapid acceleration, moments where what once felt distant will suddenly fall into place, and promises long delayed will manifest without warning. I have been working intricately, weaving details into a design so precise that when it unfolds, you will stand in awe of how perfectly everything aligns. Even now, conversations are taking place on your behalf, preparations are being finalized, and unseen helpers are being positioned to assist you in stepping into your appointed place. Your name is being spoken in atmospheres you haven't entered yet, and influence is being extended beyond what you imagined, not because of striving, but because of obedience. I know you've endured seasons where you felt hidden, but the time of unveiling is here, not for recognition's sake, but because what I have placed within you is needed by others. I am calling forth the gifts that have been dormant, awakening creativity, boldness, and vision in dimensions you've never walked in before. The assignments coming will require courage, yet my presence will go with you, ensuring that no obstacle can withstand the authority I've given you. What is arriving carries the answers you've prayed for, the restoration you've hoped for, and the opportunities you thought were gone forever. I am redeeming time that you believed was wasted, multiplying resources where lack once existed, and breathing life into places you thought were beyond repair. The battles of the past season are ending, and what once brought exhaustion will now give way to refreshing and strength. My beloved, let go of the fear that whispers you are unprepared, for I would not call you into these spaces if I had not equipped you fully. The abilities you've developed in hiddenness, the wisdom you've gained through struggle, and the faith you built through uncertainty are all converging now to carry you forward. I have been refining you for this exact moment, and nothing will be able to hinder the release I am placing in your hands. Stay close to me, for distractions will arise to pull your focus, but as you remain rooted in my presence, clarity will come where confusion once clouded your vision. You will know which opportunities are from me, for they will come without striving and will bring peace that cannot be shaken. Prepare yourself, for you are stepping into territories unimagined, and I am positioning you to influence lives you've yet to meet. Testimonies will spring from this season, not just for your sake, but so others may see my hand upon you and be drawn to the hope that flows through your journey. Rejoice, beloved, for this is not just a moment of breakthrough. This is the unfolding of a greater chapter, one where my promises begin to manifest openly, and everything that has been building in secret will now rise into visibility. Move forward with confidence, knowing I have gone ahead of you, secured every detail, and ensured that nothing can interfere with the fulfillment of what I have spoken. My beloved, hear me now. There are blessings tied to your obedience, and in this moment I am unlocking what has been waiting for your complete surrender. I have been preparing divine opportunities designed specifically for you, but they could not be released until your heart aligned fully with my leading. I know the sacrifices you've made, the times you've chosen faith over comfort, and the quiet decisions you've taken when no one else understood the weight of your choices. Nothing you laid down has been overlooked, and not a single act of trust has gone unnoticed. This season, I am responding to your faith in ways that will exceed every expectation, moving swiftly to release things that have been held until the appointed time. Your willingness to follow my instructions, even when the path felt unclear, has created openings where none existed before. There are doors being set before you now that no opposition can close, and through them will flow provision, restoration, and influence far greater than anything you have walked in before. The alignment happening around you is not by coincidence. I have placed you in the right position, surrounded you with the right people, and orchestrated the right circumstances so that nothing can hinder the flow of what I am about to pour into your life. My beloved, I need you to be ready, for this will not be gradual. It will come suddenly, shifting everything around you quicker than you imagine. The pace will accelerate, but my hand will sustain you, and my spirit will guide each step so you are not overwhelmed. There will be signs confirming the path I am setting before you. Subtle confirmations, unexpected encounters, and divine instructions whispered into your heart. Remain attentive, for the next steps require discernment, and I will reveal precisely where to move and when. The assignments coming are significant, carrying influence beyond your immediate surroundings, and they will demand your complete dependence on me. But you will never be alone in any of it. I have already prepared resources, open access points, and positioned helpers who will stand beside you when the weight feels too heavy. I am replacing confusion with clarity, hesitation with courage, and doubt with unwavering confidence. What I am calling you into will require boldness, but the same grace that carried you through the wilderness will establish you in these new territories. My beloved, lift your eyes and watch carefully, for I am breathing new life into the dreams you thought were buried. Passions you believe had faded will awaken. Visions you once set aside will return with greater clarity, and strategies will arise within you that surpass anything you have attempted before. I am stirring creativity, unlocking insights, and providing wisdom that will open paths no one has walked yet. This is a fresh outpouring of my spirit over your life, Do not allow fear to convince you that you are unworthy of this calling, for I have chosen you deliberately and equipped you perfectly for what lies ahead. Your voice carries authority, your hands carry purpose, and your presence carries light that darkness cannot overcome. Stand boldly now, knowing that what I have placed within you cannot be silenced, delayed, or diminished by any circumstance. The seasons of quiet preparation are coming to a close, and the unveiling of what I planted deep within you has begun. You will step into spaces where your influence multiplies, not because of striving, but because my favor goes before you, establishing your steps and clearing obstacles long before you arrive. Trust my timing, follow my leading, and allow my presence to steady you when challenges arise, for every difficulty will become a testimony of my power working through you. Beloved, get ready. The answers you prayed for, the provision you've waited on, and the breakthroughs you've hoped for are already being released into your path, and the fullness of what I promised is coming into view. And the fullness of what I promised is coming into view. My beloved, understand this deeply. The very thing you feared losing is the same thing I am transforming into a testimony that will glorify my name. What felt like an ending was only the setup for a greater beginning, and what you believed was slipping away is being restored in a form far better than before. I have seen the moments when uncertainty clouded your vision, when anxiety tried to convince you that your prayers were unanswered, but I was moving even when you could not perceive it. I have been rearranging pieces silently, removing influences that could not carry the weight of where I am taking you, and positioning everything so precisely that when the release comes, you will see how every detail was perfectly aligned. I know how heavy the journey has felt, but I also know the strength that has grown inside you through those battles. You have endured valleys where hope felt distant, yet you kept walking, and because of that perseverance, I am now preparing to place into your hands blessings you thought were beyond your reach. The seasons of stretching were never designed to destroy you. They were shaping your heart, purifying your intentions, and strengthening your faith so you could sustain what I am about to give you. My beloved, you are stepping into a time where clarity replaces confusion, where fear gives way to courage, and where uncertainty will be silenced by undeniable evidence of my hand at work. There are promises unfolding right now that were delayed for your protection, and soon you will realize why they could not come any sooner. You were not ready then, but now your spirit has been refined, your vision sharpened, and your capacity enlarged to handle the magnitude of what I am entrusting you with. Relationships you thought were lost forever will be restored in my timing, but only in ways that serve your growth and align with my purpose. I am opening paths that bypass obstacles entirely, granting access to places others assumed were out of your reach, and giving you favor where rejection once stood. Even now, hidden opportunities are moving into position, prepared resources, unexpected provisions, and divine connections are aligning with precision to meet you at the exact moment you step forward. My beloved, do not hesitate when I nudge you, for some doors will remain open only briefly, and I need your faith to move without fear. The season you are entering requires confidence in my leading more than your understanding, but the strategies unfolding now cannot be measured by what you've seen before. I am asking you to trust me at a deeper level, to let go of the need to predict outcomes, and to follow the whispers of my spirit as I guide your steps into unfamiliar territories. Do not worry about opposition, for I have already dismantled plans formed against you, and nothing has the power to stand in the way of what I have decreed. You will watch as obstacles that once intimidated you collapse before my presence, and situations that once caused you sleepless nights will shift effortlessly under my authority. My child, rejoice, for you are about to witness the fulfillment of prayers you've carried for so long. Answers are arriving not in fragments, but in completeness, exceeding what you thought possible. You will look back and see how I turned losses into lessons, delays into preparation, and disappointments into divine setups for breakthrough. The waiting has built in you a resilience that will now carry you into places of influence, places where your story will inspire others to believe again. I am lifting the weight that has rested upon your shoulders and replacing it with joy that overflows. Celebrate in advance, for what is unfolding has already been secured in the heavens, and nothing on earth can reverse what I have appointed for this season of your life. And nothing on earth can reverse what I have appointed for this season of your life. My beloved, listen closely. I know the weight you have carried in silence, the questions hidden deep within your heart, and the countless times you wondered if the breakthroughs you prayed for would ever arrive. I want you to know, even in the moments when it felt like nothing was shifting, I was moving pieces into alignment that were necessary for what is now unfolding. I have been working behind the veil, shaping events, softening hearts, and preparing opportunities that will meet you at the perfect moment. The release you have been waiting for is not just near. It has already begun, and you are stepping into the manifestation of promises that have been written over your life since before time began. Do not measure what I am doing by what your eyes currently see, for much of my work has been in the unseen, preparing foundations strong enough to hold the abundance I am placing upon you. I have secured favor where you least expect it, positioned people who will advocate for you without you even knowing, and set in motion divine alignments that will create sudden shifts in your life. The answers you have been seeking will not come through your striving but through my timing, and now that timing has arrived, I am lifting you into spaces where your influence expands, where your gifts make room for you, and where the impact of your obedience will reach farther than you imagined. My beloved, be ready to step into environments unfamiliar to you, for I am calling you higher, stretching your capacity, and entrusting you with responsibilities designed to multiply what I have placed within you. Do not let fear persuade you to shrink back, for I have equipped you with wisdom, strength, and divine authority to handle what I am placing in your hands. The obstacles that once intimidated you are already losing their power, and the very areas where you felt weakest will become the platforms where my strength is revealed most clearly. You will see barriers dissolve, resistance vanish, and opportunities unfold in ways that testify of my hand upon your journey. I am awakening boldness within you, stirring courage to move when I prompt, and releasing vision so you may recognize where I am leading without hesitation. The places I am taking you require focus, so guard your heart from distractions designed to drain your energy and delay your progress. Remain close to me, for in my presence I will give you clarity in moments of uncertainty, peace when storms arise, and strength when opposition seeks to challenge your faith. I am sending fresh ideas, strategies, and revelations into your spirit. Insights that will unlock doors others could not open and position you for influence where your voice will carry weight. The season you are entering is not ordinary, for I am compressing time, accelerating breakthroughs, and multiplying opportunities to redeem what seemed lost. You will witness restoration that surpasses your expectations, reconciliation in relationships where healing once felt impossible, and provision from unexpected places that confirm my favor over you. Do not look at what left, for I am replacing it with greater purpose, greater abundance, and greater fulfillment than what was removed. My beloved, the challenges you endured were not for nothing. They have prepared you for this moment. You stood when it was hard. You believed when there was no sign, and now you will see the fruit of every seed planted in faith. Keep your heart steady, for I am moving swiftly, and the shift you have been praying for is here. Trust what I am doing even when you cannot yet comprehend how it will unfold, because soon the alignment will be undeniable, and the evidence of my promises will surround you on every side. My beloved, stay attentive now, for the shift happening around you is greater than you can comprehend. There are movements taking place in realms unseen, aligning moments and preparing breakthroughs that will astonish even those closest to you. What felt delayed was never forgotten, for I have been orchestrating every detail with precision, ensuring that nothing arrives too early or too late, but exactly when it carries the greatest impact. This is why certain doors remained closed. They were not withholding your destiny. They were preserving it until the appointed time, and that time has come. I have already prepared the path you are about to walk, leveled obstacles that once blocked your way, and silenced voices that sought to limit your potential. You are stepping into spaces where my favor will meet you before you even arrive, where solutions will unfold before you ask, and where opportunities will open without resistance, because I have already declared them yours. My beloved, do not be surprised when influence begins to grow quickly, when people seek your wisdom, and when environments shift simply because of the authority I have placed upon you. This is not by your strength, but by my hand, for I am magnifying what I have placed within you so it may shine for others to see. The calling over your life carries a weight far greater than your current surroundings suggest, and I am preparing you to walk confidently in it. You have been asking me for confirmation, and even now, these words are part of the sign you have been waiting for, evidence that I have heard every prayer and accounted for every tear. My plans for you are active, alive, and unfolding faster than you imagine. People you have yet to meet are being positioned to support your journey, resources are being released in ways you didn't expect, and opportunities that seemed impossible will suddenly stand before you. Trust me as I bring together what once felt scattered, for I am weaving each thread of your story into a tapestry so beautiful that it will speak of my goodness for generations to come. There are moments coming soon where what once caused you confusion will make perfect sense, and where the questions you carried quietly will find their answers in ways that exceed your understanding. My beloved, be careful not to cling to what I am removing, for some things cannot travel with you into the season ahead. I am calling you into greater alignment with my will, and that requires releasing what once seemed essential but no longer serves your purpose. Let go of the fear that whispers you are unprepared. I would not call you into these new assignments if I had not already equipped you with everything required to fulfill them. The preparation you endured in silence has made you ready, and the strength within you now reflects the work I have been doing deep in your heart. Expect unexpected encounters, divine alignments, and sudden breakthroughs, for I am sending confirmation after confirmation that you are exactly where you need to be. You will notice my hand moving in conversations, relationships, and circumstances, revealing doors that others cannot see. Walk forward boldly, not because the path is free from challenge, but because my presence ensures your victory. You will not walk alone. I have assigned help for every step, both seen and unseen, and my spirit will remain your constant guide. In the days ahead, testimonies will surround you, declaring what I have done, and they will draw others closer to me through your story. Rejoice now, beloved, for the unfolding has begun, and you are stepping into a season where prayers are answered swiftly, blessings multiply unexpectedly, and my promises become living proof in your life. My beloved, lean in closely, for this moment carries weight unlike any you've encountered before. There are doors opening now that generations before you prayed to see, and I have chosen you to walk through them because your heart has been prepared in the quiet places where no one was watching. The foundations I've been building within you are strong enough to sustain the favor I am releasing, and the assignments ahead are far greater than what your hands alone could carry. I know there were times when you questioned why the path seemed longer for you than for others, why the journey required more endurance and more trust, but every extra step was shaping you for influence beyond what you envisioned. I have been training you to recognize my voice, teaching you to rely not on appearances but on discernment, and now that preparation is about to bear fruit in extraordinary ways, hidden strategies are being revealed, insights are awakening in your spirit, and solutions are being placed within your mind that will position you to create impact where others have seen only limitation. Do not be surprised when unexpected invitations arrive, when people of influence seek your presence, and when opportunities arise that your qualifications could not have secured. This is my doing, and it is happening because I have chosen you for such a time as this. Remain anchored in me, for the increase I am sending must be sustained by intimacy with my presence. What I am placing in your hands will touch lives far beyond your reach, and your obedience will cause ripple effects you cannot fully measure now. My beloved, stay alert, for not every open door is from me, and this is why I am sharpening your discernment to recognize what aligns with your assignment. I will give you signs, confirmations, and deep peace when the path is right, and I will stir unease in your spirit when something is not for you. Lean into my whisper, and I will lead you without confusion. The people I am bringing into your life now will be those who strengthen, uplift, and sharpen you, for I am surrounding you with relationships that are covenant, not convenience. Where betrayal once caused pain, I am healing those wounds and replacing disappointment with partnerships built on trust and shared purpose. I am aligning voices that will speak life into your journey and silencing influences that once distracted or discouraged you. My beloved, I have seen the prayers you prayed behind closed doors, the hopes you dared not share with anyone, and I am now answering them openly. Expect sudden clarity, where what once seemed tangled will make perfect sense. and expect provision that flows freely from unexpected places. I am bringing restoration not just in fragments, but in fullness. The dreams you thought were buried are coming alive, and the vision you set aside is being reignited with greater clarity than ever before. The favor on your life will become undeniable, and even those who overlooked you will recognize my hand upon you. But do not let recognition distract you, for this season requires humility and focus more than ever. Keep your heart pure, guard your motives, and seek me above all else, for in doing so, I will continue to elevate you without limits. My spirit will guide your steps into rooms where strategies are born, into spaces where solutions are needed, and into environments where light must pierce through darkness. Do not be afraid of the magnitude of what I am calling you into, for my strength is made perfect in every place you feel unqualified. Take courage, my beloved, for you are stepping into a divine alignment where preparation meets promise, where timing meets destiny, and where the impossible becomes reality. Celebrate now, for the unfolding has only just begun, and greater is still ahead of you. And greater is still ahead of you. My beloved, listen carefully. This is the moment where the waiting gives way to fulfillment, where prayers long carried in silence begin to unfold before your eyes. The season of hidden preparation is ending, and I am drawing you into the manifestation of promises spoken over you long ago. I have been aligning timing, people, and places so perfectly that when everything comes together, you will know it could only have been my hand at work. The dreams you once thought were fading are stepping into reality, and I am breathing life into visions you laid aside because the weight of the journey once felt too heavy. I have been strengthening you without your awareness, building within you resilience, discernment, and a depth of faith that can now sustain the increase I am releasing. You have been asking for signs, and now confirmations will surround you, in conversations, in unexpected opportunities, and even in quiet whispers within your spirit, making it clear that my promises are being activated in this season. My beloved, I am expanding your influence beyond what you imagined, placing you in spaces designed for impact, and connecting you with individuals carrying assignments aligned with your purpose. These connections will not drain you or distract you, but rather accelerate the fulfillment of what I've placed within you. I have orchestrated divine alignments where your gifts, your story, and my favor meet together to open doors you could not have unlocked by effort alone. Prepare your heart, for opportunities will arrive suddenly, and you must be ready to step forward when they come. Fear will try to whisper that you are not equipped, but I remind you, everything needed for this next season has already been deposited inside you. I have trained you in silence, refined you through trials, and taught you to trust me when nothing seemed clear, and now the fruit of that trust will begin to overflow. My beloved, do not dwell on what left or who walked away, for I am replacing loss with greater abundance, disappointment with unexpected joy, and rejection with supernatural favor. Where you once felt overlooked, I am positioning you for visibility, not for your recognition, but so that my glory is revealed through you. I am unlocking strategies within your mind that will give solutions where others have only seen problems, and I am imparting wisdom that will draw others to seek your counsel. Remain close to me, for my spirit will be your guide as I lead you into unfamiliar places where influence and assignment meet. You will find that resistance begins to break, opposition loses strength, and resources align effortlessly because my power is clearing the path ahead of you. I am redeeming the time you thought was lost, accelerating what seemed delayed, and multiplying the fruit of seeds sown in faith when no one was watching. Expect sudden breakthroughs that feel impossible by human standards, for I have gone before you to prepare the way. My beloved, hold tightly to the vision I've placed within you, for distractions will arise disguised as opportunities, and only through staying anchored in my presence will you discern the difference. I am calling you higher, into deeper surrender, greater trust, and unshakable confidence in what I've spoken. Your journey from this point forward will not mirror the past, for I am doing something entirely new, and it will unfold swiftly. Rejoice in advance, for testimonies will flow from this season, and your story will become a living witness of my faithfulness. Step boldly now, for everything prepared in silence is about to be revealed openly, and nothing can hinder what I have already set into motion for you. My beloved, Pay close attention, for you are stepping into a moment where doors will not just open, they will swing wide with force, revealing paths you never considered possible. I have been preparing this release long before you even knew to ask for it, and the alignment happening now is not coincidence, but divine orchestration. I have been shifting atmospheres around you, preparing hearts, and setting up circumstances so precisely that when the season unfolds, you will know without doubt that I have been directing every step. There are blessings waiting in hidden places, breakthroughs already assigned to your name, and opportunities positioned perfectly for the time you are entering. This is why the pressure has intensified recently. The resistance you faced was not a sign of failure, but an indication that you are crossing into new territory where my power will be revealed like never before. Do not allow fear to interpret the stretching as loss, for what feels unfamiliar is actually preparation for the greater weight of influence I am placing upon your life. I am awakening courage within you, calling forth boldness that you did not realize was already inside you, and giving you wisdom beyond your own understanding to navigate what is coming next. The assignments ahead will require a deeper trust than before, but I promise my presence will go with you and sustain you through every challenge. Where you once struggled to find clarity, I am releasing fresh vision, showing you details, strategies, and directions that will unlock access into places others could not enter. My beloved, the voices of doubt that once held you back are losing their power, for I am silencing lies spoken over your identity and affirming the truth of who I created you to be. I have called you chosen, equipped, and set apart for a purpose bigger than your current surroundings suggest. Soon you will see how every delay carried intention, every setback contained lessons, and every season of silence was shaping something deep within you. I am redeeming time you believed was wasted, restoring opportunities thought lost, and multiplying resources where lack once seemed constant. Unexpected partnerships are forming, divine relationships are being brought into alignment, and people you do not yet know are already being positioned to help fulfill what I have planned for you. I am sending clarity into spaces where confusion once ruled, and I will confirm my leading through undeniable signs that you cannot ignore. Listen closely, for my whisper will guide you even when the path seems uncharted. There are shifts coming suddenly, answers arriving unexpectedly, and miracles unfolding quietly until they burst into visibility before your eyes. My beloved, remain anchored in me above all else, for in my presence you will find strength when fatigue tries to overwhelm you, peace when uncertainty stirs, and direction when choices seem unclear. The coming days will reveal how intricately I have been working on your behalf, arranging every piece with precision beyond human capability. Testimonies will flow from this season, not because you earned them, but because I have chosen to display my faithfulness through you. Take courage now, for what I am doing cannot be reversed by opposition, delayed by circumstances, or undone by the plans of others. This is your appointed time, and I am inviting you to step boldly into it. Hold fast to what I have spoken, walk confidently in the authority I have given you, and trust that as you move forward in faith, I will continue to unfold every hidden promise with perfect timing. Rejoice, my beloved, for the unfolding has already begun, and the evidence of my goodness will surround you more clearly than ever before. And the evidence of my goodness will surround you more clearly than ever before. My beloved, listen closely now. You have entered a moment where the atmosphere around you is shifting rapidly, and what once seemed immovable is being rearranged in your favor. I am clearing pathways you did not know existed, removing invisible barriers, and setting things into motion that will cause acceleration unlike anything you've experienced before. This is not the season for hesitation but for bold steps, for I am calling you to move forward with confidence, trusting the leading of my spirit even when the road ahead feels unfamiliar. The doors that are opening now are connected to assignments prepared specifically for you, and the favor resting upon your life will make what once felt impossible become effortless. I have seen the sacrifices you've made in silence, the quiet choices to remain faithful when no one applauded you, and the prayers you whispered when it felt like no one was listening. And I am telling you now, every single one has reached my heart and none of them were forgotten. The harvest is being released, and where you once struggled to see progress, breakthroughs will now emerge suddenly. Opportunities that seemed locked will open with ease, and connections you never imagined will be drawn into your life by my design. My beloved, understand this. The weight of your calling requires strength that does not come from striving but from surrender, and I am equipping you daily with what you need to carry the influence I am entrusting you with. I have been preparing you for this elevation, shaping your character in the hidden seasons so that when increase arrives, you will walk in humility and wisdom, reflecting my heart above all else. There are places I am taking you where your voice will carry impact far beyond your current surroundings, and the authority I've placed within you will create shifts in atmospheres wherever you go. Do not fear the size of what is coming, for I have already released every resource, every instruction, and every helper necessary for the journey ahead. Your part is to remain aligned with me, to listen closely for my whispers, and to step forward when I prompt you. I am sending unexpected confirmations, subtle signs in conversations, divine timing in encounters, and quiet nudges in your spirit, so that you will know without doubt which path to take. Remain steady and refuse to be swayed by distractions that seek to drain your energy or cloud your vision. I am surrounding you with people who carry pieces of your next chapter, individuals whose presence will uplift, strengthen, and sharpen you. The partnerships forming now are not accidental. They are part of my design, and together you will accomplish what could not have been done alone. My beloved, the opposition you have faced has been evidence of what's coming, for the battle's intensified because the breakthrough drawing near carries influence far greater than you realized. Do not let weariness convince you to give up now, for the season you have been praying for is here. I am restoring joy where heaviness tried to remain, releasing peace where confusion once clouded your heart, and pouring out strength where exhaustion had drained you. Expect sudden reversals, unexpected provisions, and answers to arrive from places you never considered. The prayers you thought went unanswered were stored, and now the appointed time has come for their release. Rejoice now, even before you see the fullness, for the manifestation is already unfolding around you. Walk boldly into what I've prepared, knowing that my hand has secured it, my favor has surrounded it, and my spirit is guiding you into the fulfillment of what has been promised. This is not the ending, it is the birthing of something new, and everything ahead will confirm just how intentionally I have been working on your behalf. And everything ahead will confirm just how intentionally I have been working on your behalf. My beloved, prepare your heart now, for the pace of change is accelerating, and what I am releasing into your life will arrive faster than you expect. The season of subtle preparation has shifted into a time of visible transformation, where what I have spoken over you will begin to manifest openly. There are opportunities aligning in ways that surpass your understanding, and the steps you take in obedience will carry you further than your own strength could have ever achieved. I am placing you in environments that require courage, but I have already equipped you with every gift, every resource, and every measure of wisdom necessary to thrive. The doors you are about to walk through are not by chance. They were created for you before the foundation of the world, and no power can keep them closed when I have declared them open. My beloved, do not underestimate the influence I have placed within you, for there are people waiting on the other side of your obedience, individuals whose lives will be transformed because you chose to trust me. The season of small beginnings has prepared you for greater responsibilities, and now I am increasing your capacity to carry the weight of what's being released. Expect unusual favor in unexpected places, alignments with those who recognize your assignment, resources drawn to support your vision, and solutions revealed at the exact moment they are needed. I am dismantling obstacles that once seemed unmovable and clearing pathways that you could not see before, making room for the fulfillment of promises delayed but not denied. Every moment of silence, every unanswered question, and every hidden battle has been working together to lead you here, to this very moment where faith and fulfillment collide. I am renewing your strength where fatigue once settled, awakening joy where discouragement tried to linger, and releasing peace where anxiety once built walls around your heart. I have seen the tears you tried to hide, the questions you carried quietly, and the weight you bore without sharing it with anyone. None of it has been wasted, for I have turned even the deepest pain into preparation for this divine season. Listen carefully, for I am sending instructions into your spirit, subtle yet undeniable nudges that will guide you toward decisions carrying lasting impact. Remain sensitive to my whispers, for the strategies you will need are being revealed moment by moment. My beloved, you will find yourself walking into places where doors open effortlessly, where provision arrives before the need, and where conversations shift atmospheres in your favor without your striving. Stay grounded in my presence, for as influence increases, so must your intimacy with me deepen. The assignments ahead are not simply about personal elevation, but about extending hope, light, and transformation to those I place in your path. Remain faithful, for through your journey many will come to understand my heart in ways they never knew before. I am releasing clarity where confusion once clouded your judgment, and I will confirm my direction through peace that anchors your soul, even when circumstances seem uncertain. Do not fear the size of what I am entrusting to you, for I have already aligned every provision required to sustain it. Walk with confidence into what I have designed, knowing that my favor surrounds you like a shield and my strength empowers every step. My beloved, rejoice in advance, for what you thought would take years is being accelerated in moments, and the testimonies arising from this season will not only remind you of my faithfulness but inspire others to believe again. Hold on to my promises tightly, for their fulfillment is near, and nothing will be able to stop what I have already set into motion. And nothing will be able to stop what I have already set into motion. My beloved, listen carefully, for this moment carries divine significance unlike any other you have encountered. The groundwork has been completed, and now the unveiling begins. You are stepping into places where everything will align so precisely that it will leave no room for doubt that I have been orchestrating it all. I am placing you in positions where your presence will create impact far beyond what you see now, and I am expanding your capacity to influence lives in ways you never imagined. Where doors were once locked, I am now releasing keys into your hands, keys to opportunities, resources, relationships, and assignments uniquely prepared for you. Do not question whether you are qualified, for I have been equipping you in silence, strengthening your character, refining your perspective, and imparting wisdom that will carry you into these new dimensions with confidence. The weight of this season will feel different, not because of struggle, but because of the abundance being poured into your life. Expect unexpected favor, blessings hidden in places you never thought to look, and sudden shifts that move you into alignment with promises spoken long ago. My beloved, your steps are ordered, and every movement is bringing you closer to what I have prepared. Remain attentive, for I am speaking in quiet whispers, guiding you to recognize divine timing and walk through doors that others cannot see. There will be moments where I lead you into spaces that feel unfamiliar, but within those very places are answers you have been seeking. Do not allow the unknown to stir fear, for my presence goes before you, ensuring that no obstacle can stand in the way of what I have declared. People who once overlooked you will witness my favor resting upon you, and those who doubted your path will see undeniable evidence of my hand upon your life. I am raising you up, not to elevate your name, but to reveal mine through the testimony I am writing with your journey. My beloved, the prayers you thought were forgotten have reached fulfillment. Even now, angels are being dispatched to carry out instructions on your behalf, aligning resources and shifting atmospheres to prepare the way. Remain steadfast and do not allow impatience to distract you, for I am arranging details too delicate for your natural eyes to perceive. I have set before you a season of divine acceleration, where years of delay will be redeemed in moments, and where harvests will overflow from seeds planted in faith when no one was watching. There will be breakthroughs happening simultaneously, in provision, in relationships, in assignments, and in areas where hope once felt distant. The stretching you endured has expanded your capacity to carry what is being released, and the refinement you experienced has prepared you to steward it well. Trust the quiet promptings within your spirit, for I am revealing instructions step by step, ensuring that you will not miss anything appointed for you. I am surrounding you with new alliances, people whose vision complements yours and whose presence will strengthen your calling. These connections are not random but divinely appointed, designed to multiply effectiveness and accelerate progress. My beloved, I have preserved you for this very time. When others moved ahead, I was preparing you differently, because the places I am taking you require depth, resilience, and sensitivity to my voice. Rejoice, for you are entering a season where testimonies will flow like rivers, where impossible prayers will be answered openly, and where my faithfulness will be displayed in ways that leave you speechless. Stand boldly, for the unfolding has begun, and nothing, no resistance, no delay, no opposition, can hinder what I have designed specifically for you. And nothing, no resistance, no delay, no opposition, can hinder what I have designed specifically for you. My beloved, hear this clearly. The season you are stepping into carries a level of favor and acceleration unlike anything you've encountered before. Everything around you is shifting into alignment with my divine timing, and I am orchestrating breakthroughs that will happen so swiftly they will take your breath away. The years of sowing, of waiting, of silently enduring storms without recognition are converging into a moment where harvests will overflow from directions you did not expect. I have been preparing not only your path, but your heart, building endurance, resilience, and unwavering faith so that you can carry the weight of what I am about to release. There are answers moving toward you even now, solutions forming in places unseen, and resources already being positioned where you will need them most. What once felt withheld is about to be delivered into your hands, and you will see doors open with such ease that you will know this could not have been by human effort. It is my hand making a way for you. My beloved, the days ahead will carry a clarity you have been longing for, where confusion gives way to insight, where hesitation is replaced with courage, and where opportunities reveal themselves with undeniable confirmation. I am stirring vision inside you, awakening creativity you thought had been lost, and breathing fresh energy into dreams that felt buried beneath seasons of disappointment. You will begin to notice subtle shifts, connections forming unexpectedly, conversations leading to open doors, and provisions flowing from unexpected sources. All because I have declared it is time. The silence of the past was not neglect but preparation, for I was positioning the right people, opening the right places, and weaving together events beyond your understanding to ensure that nothing arrives too soon or too late. My beloved, prepare yourself, for I am elevating you into spaces of greater influence where your obedience will unlock blessings not just for you but for those I will reach through you. Remain anchored in my presence, for it is here you will find strength when challenges arise and discernment when decisions feel overwhelming. The enemy may try to distract you with noise, but my spirit will give you wisdom to distinguish what is meant for you from what seeks to derail you. I am connecting you with divine partnerships, relationships birthed from purpose rather than convenience, and these alliances will multiply your effectiveness in ways you cannot achieve alone. Pay attention to the peace I place within you, for it will confirm which opportunities are from me. Even as doors open rapidly, I call you to remain steady, keeping your focus on me above all else, for it is not elevation that sustains you but intimacy with my heart. My beloved, miracles are already in motion, and you will witness moments where impossibilities bend before my word. Debts will be cleared, relationships mended, strength renewed, and paths illuminated where once there seemed to be none. You will stand as living proof of my faithfulness, and through your testimony, others will come to believe that what was thought unattainable is possible in me. Rejoice even now, for while you have waited patiently, I have been moving constantly, arranging details with precision and setting up encounters designed to propel you forward. Everything is converging, and this is the hour where I make visible what I have been working on invisibly for so long. Be courageous, my beloved, for you are stepping into days filled with fulfillment, where promises long spoken will come alive before your eyes, and where you will see that I have never left you, never forgotten you, and never failed you, not once. And where you will see that I have never left you, never forgotten you, and never failed you, not once. My beloved, stay close and listen carefully, for this is a defining moment in your journey. The tides are turning, and what has been hidden beneath layers of waiting is about to break forth in ways you could not have imagined. I am causing situations that once resisted you to now align perfectly with my will, and I am setting things in motion that will unfold with precision and power. The path before you will no longer feel uncertain, for I am bringing clarity where confusion once clouded your vision, and I am releasing instructions deep into your spirit that will guide you into the next steps. You will recognize my leading in the stillness, in the quiet thoughts I place within your heart, and in the sudden confirmations that surround you at just the right time. What you thought was delayed has been preserved, safeguarded for the moment where your preparation and my timing meet perfectly. There are blessings carrying your name that no one else can claim, assignments that were crafted specifically for your hands, and opportunities reserved for the exact moment you are ready to walk into them. My beloved, I am increasing your sensitivity to my voice so that you will not miss what I am releasing. I am strengthening your discernment so you can separate distractions from destiny and avoid being pulled into spaces that do not serve your purpose. This is the season where your obedience will accelerate breakthroughs, where single acts of faith will unlock doors far greater than the effort it takes to walk through them. You are stepping into days where what was once difficult will happen effortlessly, where conversations will shift outcomes instantly, and where solutions will come before problems can overwhelm you. I am raising your influence, not for your recognition, but because the gifts I've placed within you are needed in places you have yet to reach. You have been hidden intentionally, protected from situations and relationships that could not carry the weight of your calling, but now I am revealing you at the exact moment prepared for your unveiling. Even as I bring you into greater visibility, remain rooted in me, for intimacy with my presence will sustain you where favor elevates you. My beloved, expect rapid acceleration. You will see long-awaited answers delivered suddenly, and breakthroughs you stopped asking for will come without warning. The prayers you thought had gone unnoticed are being fulfilled one by one, and soon your eyes will witness the fruit of years of persistence, endurance, and trust. I am sending new ideas, strategies, and solutions that will expand your capacity and give you access to opportunities others thought were out of reach. The relationships I am bringing now are divine connections, partnerships birthed from purpose, designed to multiply the impact of your calling. These alliances are handpicked and will carry you further than you could go alone. Remain attentive, for I will show you who is meant to walk beside you and who cannot continue into the season ahead. Release what I remove, even when it feels uncomfortable, for I am protecting you from assignments not meant for your journey. My beloved, the stretching has not been in vain. I was enlarging your vision, deepening your trust, and strengthening your foundation so that what I place upon you now will endure. This is your appointed time, and you will watch as doors that seem sealed for years open wide at my command. Rejoice now, for everything I promised is drawing near, and the testimony of my faithfulness will overflow from your life, touching many hearts and transforming many lives through what I am doing in you. My beloved, prepare yourself, for the unfolding of this chapter carries weight far greater than anything you've walked through before. The alignment I have orchestrated is precise, and everything I have promised is converging at this moment for my perfect plan to manifest. You will soon witness how every delay, every closed door, and every season of silence served a purpose far beyond what you understood. I have been building strength in your spirit, sharpening your vision, and shaping your heart so that you could stand securely in the places I am leading you. I am calling you into new territories, environments where your gifts will flourish and your influence will expand. But you must move forward without fear, knowing my hand has already prepared the way. What once seemed out of reach will now be within your grasp, not because of striving, but because my favor is unlocking opportunities no one else could open. My beloved, I am positioning you for moments where everything will shift suddenly, where what was once resisted will now flow freely, and where answers will arrive before questions can even be spoken. The prayers you thought were unanswered were never ignored. They have been gathering in my presence, and now the time of release has come. The season ahead will require focus, for distractions will try to pull you into battles that are no longer yours to fight. Remain grounded in my presence, for here you will find peace when the noise around you grows louder and direction when choices feel uncertain. I am imparting clarity into your spirit, giving you insight beyond natural understanding so that you may step into the right opportunities with confidence and wisdom. There are divine connections being prepared even now, individuals whose assignments align perfectly with yours, and together you will accomplish what could not be done alone. These partnerships will not just open doors, they will build bridges into territories where my influence will multiply through you. My beloved, release the weight of comparison, for your path is uniquely designed, and what I am unfolding in your life cannot be measured against anyone else's journey. Remain patient, for timing is everything, and I am moving pieces in ways you cannot yet see to ensure your steps lead exactly where they are meant to. Do not fear the unknown, for I am with you in every moment, leading you carefully through unfamiliar paths and strengthening you to carry the responsibility of what is being entrusted to you. Prepare your heart, for sudden breakthroughs are coming, in relationships, in provision, in assignments, and in areas you once believed were closed permanently. Watch how I turn situations around overnight, transforming impossibilities into testimonies that will inspire many. My beloved, continue to guard your spirit from voices that sow doubt or confusion, and instead stay aligned with the whisper of my spirit, for it will guide you into places of extraordinary favor. I have seen your endurance through the trials, your faith when circumstances contradicted hope, and your persistence when giving up seemed easier, because you did not quit. You are stepping into a season where the rewards will exceed every expectation, where blessings will overflow beyond your ability to contain them, and where the fulfillment of my promises will speak louder than the pain of the process. Rejoice now, for you are walking into the manifestation of prayers you thought were forgotten, and you will see my faithfulness in ways that leave you humbled and in awe. I am not just restoring what was lost. I am multiplying it, turning every setback into a setup for something greater than you imagined. My beloved, take courage and move forward boldly, for the path ahead has already been secured, and the next chapter of your story is filled with miracles waiting to unfold. And the next chapter of your story is filled with miracles waiting to unfold. My beloved, lean closer now, for I need you to hear this deep within your spirit. Everything I have promised is coming into alignment, and nothing can stop what I have set in motion for your life. The pieces you once thought were scattered are coming together, forming a design greater than anything you imagined, and soon you will see how every hidden season carried purpose beyond what you understood. I have been preparing you quietly, shaping your character, refining your heart, and strengthening your foundation so that when this moment arrives, you would be ready to carry the weight of what I am placing upon you. I know the battles have been intense, the nights long, and the questions heavy, but I tell you today, none of it has been wasted, for each tear, each prayer, and each sacrifice has been woven into a greater plan. I am calling you now into spaces you never thought you would reach, into territories where influence meets assignment, and into rooms where your voice will carry weight because I have declared it so. Fear will try to whisper that you are unqualified, but I remind you, I have equipped you with everything you need, and my favor has already gone before you. Watch as doors open without effort, as opportunities align perfectly, and as solutions appear before you even realize the need. I am placing divine connections on your path, individuals whose presence will multiply your effectiveness and bring strength where you once walked alone. These partnerships are designed to accelerate what I am releasing through you, and they will carry you into places where impact reaches beyond what you can see. My beloved, do not hold on to the past or cling to what I am removing, for some things must be released so that greater can come. Let go of regrets, release disappointments, and trust that I am making room for something far better than what was lost. Remain focused, for distractions will arise to pull your heart away from my leading, but stay anchored in my presence and I will show you the way forward. I am awakening dreams within you that seem forgotten, reviving visions buried beneath seasons of discouragement, and breathing life into desires I placed in your spirit long ago. The fire within you is being reignited, and fresh strength is rising even now to carry you into what's next. Prepare yourself for unexpected favor. Provision will arrive from unusual places, strategies will unfold with clarity, and blessings will come from directions you never anticipated. This is not by your effort but by my hand, for I am aligning time, people, and resources perfectly. You will step into a flow where momentum accelerates suddenly, where long-awaited promises are fulfilled swiftly, and where testimonies begin to overflow without striving. My beloved, listen closely. Your season of waiting is ending, and the manifestations you prayed for are drawing near. Hold fast to my word, for I am faithful to perform all I have spoken over your life. Do not fear the unknown, for I have already walked ahead of you and secured the outcome. Rejoice now, even before you see it, for what I have prepared is greater than anything you've imagined. This is your appointed time, your turning point, the moment where hidden seeds bloom into visible harvests. Walk boldly, trust deeply, and remain close to me, for I am with you in every step, and nothing can separate you from the fulfillment of what I have destined. Amen.